Hello everybody and welcome to the West Ham Way YouTube channel. You already know who I am. West Ham have got the win over Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. I believe it's the first time we've won in Sheffield since 1998. It feels like that. Listen, I predicted in the preview that this game was going to be more difficult than anticipated. And I know that Sheffield United really didn't have any clear-cut chances other than the McBurnie, but they press their wing-backs on, they press the centre-backs on, they can pin us back at times, and particularly in the first 10 minutes. It was tough for West Ham. It was tough for West Ham, particularly with Baldock and bashing down that right-hand side. I think Masuaku had to make a little bit of a change and sit a little bit deeper at times just to kind of cut out that out ball. But once he did that, I think West Ham looked a little bit more comfortable in possession. We pressed up on Sheffield United. It was interesting to see Halé's position today. At times for the first 20 minutes, I thought he was isolated, but he tended to get into the game a little bit more. And what was really interesting in terms of his performance was rather than seeing Haller with his back to goal, he was turning, he was looking up, he was trying to feed in the likes of Soucek, trying to play in the Fornals. And we continue to see that improvement in his play, particularly when he got onto the end of a cross from Fornals, put it back to Soucek. And Soucek, I mean, you'd back him all day. You'd back him all day to finish from there. And he just sliced it. Could have put it back to Bowen as well. But it's kind of like that in games like that where I thought West Ham need to take a chance. It is difficult. And every time we got forward, Sheffield United came back with numbers. And it was one of them games. There was no clear possession in the middle of the park. But I thought particularly West Ham for probably 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of that first half, we looked all right. We looked comfortable. And Sheffield United come back into it at the end. Obviously created chances throughout. Fabianski made some superb saves today as well, which just got to go noticed. I mean, it was fantastic from the header. I think it come off the post as well. McBurnie had a header as well that he got on the reach of. So listen, for me, it's fantastic to see Fabianski in full form, in full confidence. But this game, West Ham needed to get forward a little bit more to get the goals. It was very, very difficult. And we know with Sebastian Haller, you cannot try and sit off Sheffield United and hit them on the counter because Haller doesn't really have that pace. But I thought with Jarrod Bowen today, who I thought was fantastic as well, his pace was really troubling and their wing-backs went up and he created quite a bit. He should have for Sebastian Haller. He didn't. It came for the Sheffield United defender. So it did look like it was going to be one of them days. But second half, we come out and there seems to be a little bit of a change in terms of West Ham were attacking. Very much the same system, but Jarrod Bowen was a little bit closer to Sebastian Haller and so was Fornals, and that's where the goal came from. Now, obviously, Fornals comes in central, gets the block off, falls to Haller, and listen, you back Sebastian Haller, don't you? In terms of his technical ability, in terms of his finishing. And he was doing very well in terms of link-up today. He was doing well in winning headers. But when it mattered, as a £45 million striker, he finished superbly. Ramsdale really didn't have a chance. And that was what clinched it for West Ham. And at points, I thought West Ham might go on to get that second, maybe finish the game off. But in a game and in a squad where we don't have Mikel Antonio to bring on, I was disappointed to not see Said Benrahma start. I was even more disappointed to not see him come on at all. I think Fornals I don't think he had a bad game. Of course, maybe his decision to come central led to the Haller goal, you could argue, but I felt that it was a game for Benrahma. Could have created some more clear-cut chances, could have taken on that Sheffield United defence a bit more, and maybe we would have seen another goal, and we wouldn't have felt so panicky towards the end. Chris Wilder's tactic was to throw everything forward. He needed the 3 points. Lundstrom comes on, Brewster comes on, but I thought West Ham were very, very resolute today. I thought Angelo Ogbonna was fantastic. He was superb. We looked calm and really, I didn't think Sheffield United were going to threaten too much. Obviously, you get to the McBurnie chance, and I think that's a goal. And historically, West Ham, particularly in the last 4 games, have struggled. Players that like to get in behind cause us real issues, particularly with pace. And it wasn't Brewster, it was McBurnie. Crashes it against the bar, and my stomach went, and I thought, oh God, it's going to be 1-0. But no, West Ham kept that 1-0 lead. I don't know if it will get mentioned too much today because obviously Haller scores his fantastic goal. Fabianski made some great saves. Declan Rice was fantastic. Composure on the ball, calm, winning tackles, supporting the defence. I knew it was going to be one of them games where, West Ham, the defensive midfielders would have to look after those centre-backs because of the pressure that Sheffield United were going to put on us. But particularly in that second half, albeit we didn't have that pace maybe on that left-hand side that I would have liked to have seen, possibly would have got from Benrahma. I thought Rice's distribution was superb, kept the ball really well. And listen, it was one of them performances, wasn't it? And in the past, we've seen West Ham struggle, against the likes of a Sheffield United or a Fulham, not get the win, not get the 3 points. But the fact that we've got 6 points from 2 winnable games, albeit just the 1-0, is so crucial for this season. It shows that maybe West Ham have turned a little bit of a corner, that we can be resolute, that we can grind out results, and we can push up this table. And I would never have said that, particularly from before the season started. I thought we would have been tipped for relegation, but we're now 8th in the Premier League. Teams looking very, very good. There could be arguments here. There could be some negatives. if Allaire run out of gas, and we couldn't bring anyone on, and maybe, if you've got Antonio in the side, that isn't a real problem. I thought the decision to bring Lanzini on was a little bit strange. I think he had some good movements, and he obviously is still dangerous in that final third. But I thought Benrahma would have made. He would have been dangerous. He would have tried to get in behind that Sheffield United defence. But I can't be too negative. There are some. I'm not going to touch on them. It's a 1-0 win. West Ham are 8th in the Premier League, as I've already said, and I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to the Aston Villa game. It's going to be a competitive fixture. They're up and down at the moment. Lost against Brighton yesterday, beat Arsenal 3-0. It's going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to doing the previews because it is interesting. I do think the proposition that Villa offer compared to Sheffield United is completely different. Mobility in behind, ball carriers in Jack Grealish and Ross Barkley. It's going to be interesting to look at, but let's just enjoy this win. I'm absolutely buzzing. Come on, you Irons. And until next time, take care.